Hey friends, Takidaris. So I'm sure many of you have heard that Japan's crime rate is very, very low. And it's true, it is very low. But I swear to God that every crime that I've ever seen come out of Japan is always from 0 to 100. It's never anything normal that I would ever hear on a radio in the States. It's always someone out of nowhere that commits a very strange crime in the weirdest way for the most bizarre motive. And today I don't want to go as morbid and as dark as I usually do, but today I still want to talk about crimes that happen in Japan. Some of these I can't help but chuckle and laugh at because I barely even consider these as crimes, but it's like a good turnaround, especially for what's been happening all around the world recently, so hopefully this makes somebody's day. But I'm gonna go through some of the most bizarre and weirdest crimes that have ever come out in Japan. So the first one I want to go over is a Japanese woman who called the cops to complain about the foul odor coming from the son's rotting corpse. Huh? Okay, so it says here a Japanese woman was arrested after she called the local emergency number 119 asking what to do about the unpleasant odor coming from her son's rotting corpse lying in the apartment that they shared. The 76-year-old woman has been identified as Toshiko Ujibe. She dialed the police on Monday morning stating that she doesn't know what to do about the unpleasant odor coming from her son's corpse. Understanding the gravity of the situation, the operator dispatched both the fire department and the police to the caller's apartment. The police found the decaying body of the woman's 53-year-old son Kenji in his bedroom, dead and lying on the futon with his face up. After examining the body, cops found multiple cuts on the neck, and investigators were unsure if the lacerations were inflicted before or after the son died. So I'm just gonna like pause there, but it's like I just legitimately want to know how that call went. So unlike the US, Japan just doesn't have like a public domain of things that go on with cops and whatever they're going through. So unfortunately, I guess we'll never be able to hear how that call went. So that's why I legitimately just want to know what the exact quote was, what she said. It's like, 119, what's your emergency? Hello, I would like to report an absolutely foul smell coming from my apartment, and can you tell me more about the smell? Yes, it might be coming from my son's dead corpse, so if you could please bring somebody here quickly to get rid of the smell, that would be fantastic. Thank you, sweetheart. Alright, if you could just give us the address, I'll have a cop over there. Did you just say a dead corpse? The mother is not being suspected of killing Kenji, but has been arrested for abandoning, damaging, or possessing the corpse. She now faces a maximum of 3 years in jail. You don't say! As funny as this all sounds, it is actually kind of sad because I think that it's pretty obvious that the mom must have some sort of mental issue or mental disorder, because no normal, sane person would do this. Whether or not you killed the person, you would just not call for that kind of complaint. So the second crime here, it was done on March 22nd, 2017. It says here that the ice cream loving serial burglar known as Sugar was arrested in Tokyo. On March 21st, police in Tokyo arrested a 51-year-old man suspected of being a serial burglar known for his love of sugary treats such as ice cream and pudding. Security camera footage and other evidence has led the police to believe that the suspect is responsible for at least 40 burglaries. $49,000 USD in cash was stolen. According to the police, the man would rummage through office refrigerators and other places in search of ice cream, pudding, candy, chocolate, soft drinks, and other sweets. And when he found these sweets, he would then consume them right on the spot. In total, police say that he consumed about 250 stolen sweets. After finding blood on the scene, police were then able to identify the man via DNA testing. His name is Wakashima, and he admitted to the burglary. However, he has yet to admit to eating the ice cream. Police quoted him as saying, "I don't remember whether I ate the ice cream, but there's no doubt I did what you're charging me with." So it's very like strange that he's able to confess for stealing and doing these other crimes except for eating sweets, which is honestly like the most like non-concern or non-event part of this whole thing. At this point, just admit to the sugary sweets. Like it's not like that's gonna add to the charges. Like, can you add charges for that? I mean, I guess technically maybe it's like a few more charges because he did steal 250 sweets. Yes, I stole that medallion, or I stole that $10,000 necklace. But the ice cream, no, I didn't eat that. If I was arresting this guy, I'd be like, dude, it's fine. You like sweets, I like sweets. One thing we both have in common is that we both love Japanese snacks from Sakura Co, who is the sponsor of this video. Ha! I've always been very, very picky about which of these Japanese snack boxes to showcase on my channel because let's admit, there is a lot out there. And out of all of them, as a local here in Japan, Sakura Co is my personal favorite for a few legitimate reasons. For one, they help with local Japanese snack makers that continue to share Japanese culture and traditions that have been passed down for over 100 years. And so for a monthly subscription, you would be supporting local snack makers while also receiving authentic Japanese teas and snacks that are traditional and perfect for having a much closer and genuine experience to Japanese tea time. Springtime is arriving in Japan now, and that means it's going to be the perfect time to view the cherry blossoms blooming. So you can expect that the theme for this month's box is called The Beauty of Sakura. Sakura is the Japanese word for cherry blossom, Japan's national flower. The box is also decorated with a Sakura theme to match the season. And inside you can expect to find snacks that even us living here in Japan eat on our picnics under the cherry blossom trees. The treats include Sakura biscuits, Sakura dorayaki, Sakura donut, Sakura candy, and many more, all of which pair perfectly with their sweet Sakura tea, which isn't just a tea bag, but an actual cherry blossom that blooms in your cup. This month's tableware item is the Neko Sakura dish, and each box provides an information booklet with details on the snacks, bits of Japanese culture, and allergens to be aware of. I know many of you might be wondering, what does Sakura even taste like exactly? And honestly, it's kind of hard even for locals to explain. For me, it's sort of a floral taste with a very small hint of cherry and salt, but even saying that, I think it's not really the best explanation, so I guess you'll just have to try it for yourselves. And you can try it in the Sakura Co box by clicking the link in the description below. Anyways, hello, hi again. Now for our next crime that will leave you shivering in your boots. So it says here that a Japanese thief is praising after stealing a bike, but what did he do next was both shocking and hilarious. The victim of this bike stealing incident took to Twitter to reveal the strange story of how his bike was recently stolen. According to the Twitter user, the thief left a note and a special gift upon returning the bike. Along with the note, he included a watermelon, a common gift in Japan, as a way to thank the man for kindly letting him so-called borrow his bike. That's like too good of a watermelon to leave by a bike. I would not give something that looks that sexy to a man that I borrowed a bike from. Are you kidding me? No. In the note, the thief said that the bike was stolen so that he could avoid being late for his summer job where he delivers watermelons. Despite apologizing, he admitted that he would like to borrow the bike again if they forget to lock it up once more. That's really cute. Like, that's worth a tweet. That is such a tweet. I don't even know if that's like actually like real or if that person just wrote that letter and like taped it on there to get a viral tweet. I don't even care, because that's like just a really funny thing to just see. The reason why I can't say that it's fake is because that would happen in Japan. Like I said, crime here is really low, and I have literally lost everything valuable and had it returned back to me. When it comes to stealing and theft, like, Japan is just very respecting and very disciplined about it. Like, the US could never. Are you kidding me? If I dropped my wallet, that thing's gonna get stolen before it even hits the ground. This person borrowed the bike because it was unlocked. I literally would lock up my bike in middle school and it would be taken. Oh man, and left 2 watermelons? Like, dude. That's amazing. You gotta love it in this country sometimes. But for our next criminal, tell me if he deserves to get the electric chair, because God forbid that in Japan he tried to sell stolen goods back to the shop that he had just robbed 7 minutes ago. Just stick with me for a sec. So it says here that a 19-year-old man in Niigata Prefecture decided to target a recycle shop, which is also a secondhand goods shop. His plan started out strong as he entered the shop around 11:40 a.m. and pretended to browse the warehouse. Taking advantage of the moment when the employees were eyeing off him, the man slipped a whole speaker, which the store was selling for 18,252 yen, which is roughly 165 USD, into his bag and nonchalantly making his escape by strolling out the exit. So far so good, but now he needed to convert the hot speaker into cold hard cash. The way to do this, of course, would be to sell the speaker to a recycle shop, since the secondhand merchants are accustomed to purchasing items without documented proof of ownership and generally pay sellers on the spot in cash, thus minimizing the paper trail. So what did the man do? He headed back to the exact shop that he stole the speaker from. The man walking up to the clerk said that he would like to sell a speaker, and the clerk, showing off his completely ordinary memory capabilities, recognized it as having been in the shop until just a few minutes ago and promptly called the police, who came and arrested the man on the theft charges. That is so stupid and hilarious. I love how like that guy just literally looked at the speaker and just double takes it and is just like, that's ours? What, you stole this? I mean, I could see that working in a video game like Skyrim. Like if you've maxed out your stealth skill, hell yeah, I would have been selling to the same shop that I would have done it, but this is real life and that wasn't gonna work, dude. Oh my god. That's so good. Okay, I'm gonna go through one more crime with you guys, and this one's just, this one has to be just the cutest one. So it says here that a Japanese man politely asks to rob a convenience store, turns himself in shortly after. I don't even know if I have to like read the rest of this article. Basically, it's self-explanatory. The man politely asked to rob a convenience store and then he turned himself in right after. He literally saved everyone the work to do. Like, it says that the bizarre robbery attempt took place on October 5th at a Lawson convenience store in a city in Japan's Fukuoka prefecture. According to the police, the unnamed man allegedly entered the store and told the manager, "I've come to the intent to intimidate you and rob the store. May I ask you to please cooperate with me?" In the most unintimidating way possible. He didn't get the answer he was hoping for, so he turned around and walked out quietly without taking anything. That's so cute. That's so funny. I wish I was like a bystander and I was like hearing this shit. No, actually, I wish I was the actual convenience store guy being like, what the fuck did you just say? Okay, so the convenience store manager then responds to him saying, "I can't do that." About 5 minutes later, he walked into a nearby police station and confessed his attempted robbery. After searching the man, officers discovered a kitchen knife that he had never even pulled out during his polite exchange with the convenience store manager. Police have charged the polite man with attempted robbery, but are still investigating the motives for the crime. Some media outlets in Japan have suggested that he may have been looking for a way to get arrested the whole time. I believe that that's like literally the only explanation I can think of. If he's sane, if he's like all there. This has happened in the past where people legitimately just like purposely do a crime to either get the death sentence or purposely get arrested, especially in Japan. This actually does happen quite a lot, but considering if this is exactly in verbatim how this went, then I literally have no idea. I'm totally just a loss for words. But the fact that he went in and turned himself in, like, that has to be like the easiest gold star given to those policemen, because isn't it that policemen and investigators are like given more incentives if a criminal literally just confesses? Like, this only goes to show true crime doesn't always have to be horrifying. It can even just be hilarious, and this is definitely a couple of them. If only the world could be like that, you know. Yeah, actually, you know what? I take that back. I don't know if I like that idea, actually. Hope you guys laughed at this as much as I did, but thanks guys for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye!